our Spring Sports Award program. We've had a very successful spring campaign. We've got 2 state champions here, an individual in the high jump, we'll let the coaches talk more about that, and also our baseball, that's Dave Rodriguez, raised his hand. He's our state champion in the high jump this year at the track meet. We also have our state championship baseball team. We were very competitive in everything we did this spring. The kids were working hard, the coaches worked hard. I believe in track, if we guys who took up there, we would have had about 3 or 4 more runners who would have brought home the state crown in that as well. So they did really well for a small team to go to state. Our golf team, we had the area champion in girls, the area runner-up for boys that represented us well at the state tournament on Monday. So we've had a very successful time. We also today, one thing I want to mention, we finally, the State Department released our graduation rate from last school year. We have moved up to 80%, which to put that in perspective, we've moved up to 2nd in our Reese area graduation rate behind Pierce County. We're number 43 out of 180 school systems in the state. And pretty much anybody in South Florida that I can think of, except for a couple, I'm talking about Camden, Brunswick, Valdosta, Lambs, Grant, you name it. We have a better graduation rate than last year. And that is, one, contributed to kids that are taking things more seriously, but 2, our staff, just a changed mindset. The relationship that has to this tonight is that there's a lot of kids that participate in these sports, that participate in FFA or band or other activities, and it gives them some drive and reason to want to be here. Some of them, a lot of them, I guess, probably don't like math, they don't like literature, but they do like to play baseball, or they do like being in the FFA. If you want to do those other things, then we'll put up with the other stuff that you have to do to get by. So they're doing really well. We're really happy about our course test scores this spring as well. And I think all of it ties in together. Our kids are doing really good. I said at the last one of these programs we had, we do have good kids, and I mean that. I'm not just telling you that. We have an occasional problem here and there, but in general, we do have really good kids, and they represent us well, no matter who's going somewhere, whether it's our football team in the fall or any of our spring sports or the band. We get compliments all over about what these kids do, so we're proud of them, not only the things they're bringing home as far as sports trophies, but also the achievement results we're starting to get as a result of their hard work and the hard work of our staff. So let's give all them a round of applause. I just think it proves that Charlton County kids can do anything they want to do if they work hard at it. Again, I'd like to welcome you tonight. Let's celebrate some of the victories we've had this year and recognize some of these kids and just end up our sports season and our school year with this ceremony tonight.
Good afternoon. I want to present the tennis awards for this year. I want to thank family members for allowing your boys and girls to play tennis with us. 75% of our team this year was comprised of beginners. And from the end of the season to the end of the season, compared to the past few years, this group excelled the most in improvement. And I want to applaud them for that work. Good job. For the girls' awards, the newcomer award, I'd like to present this to a young lady who came to play tennis with us this year. She has a beginner, entered the number 2 singles position, Sarah McCaskey, newcomer. Our most improved award, from the beginning of the season to the end. These young ladies advanced the most in winning games and sets for our team. They improved in their serve and were girls be able to get some power in their serve, that's really a big accomplishment for our high school girls. So I want to give our most improved award to our number one doubles, Chelsea Beard, honors podium. Our most valuable player award for the girls tennis team. This award goes to the young ladies who, as beginners, won the most games for the whole year. Our most valuable players. Josie Nazareth. Ladies, Coaches Award. The Coaches Award goes to the young lady who is our captain of the team. All the girls look to her for leadership, and I look to her for leadership. We're going to miss her next year. Our Coaches Award goes to our number one girls tennis player, the singles, Brittany Galvin. Our boys tennis team, I'd like to present our newcomer award. This award goes to our number two doubles team. As freshmen came in and played that position for us. Our newcomer award goes to Jay Iger and Chaz Levy. Our most improved player award. This award goes to the young man who played some doubles for us last year. This year he moved up to number two singles, Dante Williams. Our most valuable player award this year goes to our boys number one doubles team. They started out as beginners. They improved throughout the year, won the most games for us throughout the season. Zach Cruz and Harlan Hatch. Coaches Award, boys tennis team. It goes to the young man who's the captain of the team, and our leader, Travis Moss.
First of all, I'd like to start by saying that I'm very proud of my girls for what they did at state. And if we'd had time, I think we would have needed to create a mountain climbing award to give y'all. But I'm proud of what y'all did. For the most improved in girls golf award this year, last year she didn't make a mistake, and this year she kept improving, and she was our low medalist at our area tournament. And she also won the state this year with us. And I'm very proud of her for doing that, and I hope she continues to start with the award. Low medalist award will go to one of my seniors this year. We'll be losing, and we'll miss her. She had the lowest average score over the course of the season, and that goes to Bethany Jordan. And my coach's award goes to an individual that was very dedicated, and I could depend on her throughout the whole year. She balanced several activities, and she was always there for golf too. And if she wasn't going to be there, she let me know, and she was dedicated to it, and I'm proud of her for that. And she also helped us maintain through the year and helped us go to state. this award, Coach's Award, goes to Marissa Gallo.
I want to say thank you to you guys. I really enjoyed doing this year, along with the girls. We had to fight hard to get to the state championship tournament this year. We had to go to qualify in the section. We did a real good job in there, and I appreciate y'all. Thank the parents too for letting me have it. Enjoyed a good bunch of guys. First award we'll give out, it says most improved, but we've kind of changed it to newcomer awards. It's going to be 2 guys. We had 2 freshmen qualified in the top 6. They played in about every match we had this year. They got a chance to play in the state tournament, which is an accomplishment. So hopefully they'll get to play 3 more years in. They go to Hardy Joe Cruz, Alton Zell. Next award goes to, even though he wouldn't think it after this week, he had one of my favorite guys on the team. It's the Low Medalist Award. This award is given to the guy with the lowest average throughout the year. This award goes to Jeff Stewart. The next award I'm going to get out is the Coach's Award. This kid just started playing golf, and he was a pleasure to have around. Used to have fun rides with me to the golf course. I enjoyed getting to know him. Gathered it out. He only really got to play in 1 match, and that match was brutal. It was an 18-hole match here. This kid is going to improve. He does everything I ask. Except for come down the floor when he's supposed to. We almost went there under the U in the county, but we got it down here. This award goes to Caleb Hodges. Last two awards I have, we had an area golf tournament this year instead of region, and we had 2 guys that qualified from the all-area team. These 2 guys, one's a senior, he's really going to be missed, and the other's a junior. And glad to have him back. The senior is Jameson Sands, and the junior is Jared Crawford.
Our archery program is 3 years old, and the last few years we qualified for state. I don't deserve any credit because I'm coaching other sports and involved in different activities, but Mr. Poppy, Mr. Kelly Murray, Coach Murray, and Dr. Howard have taken the time to practice every afternoon with these kids, and we get better every year. I have a top male scorer in our state competition was Brandon Green. Our most improved archer is Alden Webster. This female, we have 2 awards for females. The top scorer in the state, here tonight. Our most improved and our top scorer in the region, Mary Baxter. Coach Russell couldn't make it tonight. He asked me to stand in and present these awards for the girl distracted him. First award is the Newcomer Award. He's
goes to Katie Figueroa. The next award is the Most Improved Award. This goes to two girls, Deja Knowles and Rebecca Birch. The Coaches Award goes to senior Tricia Perry. Most valuable award goes to another senior, Abigail Jacoby.
Giving out the track awards. Before I mention any of the guys that I've dealt with here, I'd like to say thanks to a couple of people. First, this gentleman right here, Coach Shepard. He is a genius at track. He knows way more than I do, and he's helped a lot with the success we had. David Bender, sitting up here, a Charlton County legend. He as well helped mold some of these kids and improve their jumps and their sprints and takeoffs. He used to be the state champ here. So that helped a lot. And Coach Matt as well being out there and helping every single day. So we had a lot of help this year, which it showed the fact that we were able to go on. We finished second in the area out of 12 teams, which was a big accomplishment. And then the kids we ended up taking on, like Dr. Howard said, they did tie for fourth in state. A couple of things go the other way, probably we could have finished second, but we had some mishaps, some slips, baton drops, and whatnot. But as a whole, they did a great job, fun to be around. And before I go into the actual plaques, I just want to recognize these guys. We ordered some patches for them, all those that qualified for state. So each of you guys that I named, you will get these. So just now, just go ahead and stand up when I call out your name, so that everyone can kind of hear what you did. The first one is Devin Hannons. So stand up real quick, Devin. He is a freshman, and he advanced to state and finished third place in the discus throw, which is huge for a ninth grader to do. So you'll be getting a patch for that. Thank you, Devin. Also, only a sophomore. He's been doing this here for 2 years for us, and he went on to state as well, finished seventh. And at the time, he was actually below that. He knocked a few people out and ended up getting into his speed and improved in a week's time. So that's Levi Cribb. Next, I have Dave Ron Reed, who already raised his hand for us. So you know what he's at. He is our state champ. He also ended up getting first in the high jump at 6'4", which was a great job. And he also finished third in the long jump, which was also moved up from the previous week. And he was part of the 4x1 team that made it to the state and finished seventh. So Dave Ron. He was in constant competition with Dave Ron, and they were at each other's throat almost at all week of who was going to win high jump. Unfortunately, Dave just swooped him out at the end, and Julian got second place in state, which was also huge. So that's Julian Roberts. Lucas Barnes, he went on state. He ended up finishing seventh in shot put. He as well made huge moves from the beginning of the season on. I think almost 3 feet improvement pretty much over the course of the year in the shot put. So seventh place for Lucas Barnes. I forgot to mention some of the area stuff, but he was also area champ as well as some of these other guys. The 4x1 team, all four of you go ahead and stand up. It's funny in track, those of you that aren't too familiar, track season starts off, pretty much 30 kids show up, and all 30 of them think they're going to be a part of the 4x1 team. And then you have to explain to them that you got to be pretty fast to do that, and you find new spots for them. So these were the four that ended up sticking it out, and they went on to finish seventh. Malik Brunson, Tyree Savage, Andrew Lee, and Dave Ron Reed. And also Andrew Lee, once again, back up. Andrew, he went on to compete at the state state in the 100-meter dash, finished 6th. He slipped out of the block. His time, he probably even could have got 3rd with times, but that day he kind of slipped out there and still finished 6th. And then again, being part of the 4x1 team and finished first in area in the 200. Tevis was our big hurdler. He went on the state. He ended up finishing 5th. He won 10 hurdles. And going into the state, he was at the 8th seed, which means in a week's time, he ended up knocking out 3 different people to end up getting 5th place. Tevis Dasher. Real quick, I just have 6 plaques. Our awards are newcomer award. This goes basically to a first-year guy on the varsity squad. Like I've already mentioned his name, a freshman, ended up going to place 3rd in the state in discus, Devin Haynes. The next award is the Hang Tough Award. Again, it's one of those that just never gives up, keeps on fighting, keep on trying to get better and better, try different spots, know whether or not it's working, maybe in a sprint, realize that's not his event, change events, and just keeps getting better. And this happened to be the triple jump, Trey Harrington. Most Improved Award, another kid I've already mentioned, with Tevis Dasher. He started off the season, even though he finished 5th in the state, he had never done hurdles before. So he came into this track season never even doing it, and managed to work his way all up to 5th place in the state. So Most Improved Tevis. Leadership Award. This will probably make most of my team upset when I present it, but to be quite honest, I just really couldn't come up with a leader. We tried to figure it out. Locally, we didn't really have it. Lack of better words, basically, whoever didn't give me a headache was always at practice and never complained. So, be my crew. And then the next one here is the Coaches Award. Again, something that kind of just overlaps, does good in his events, has some leadership qualities, hangs stuff, improves, does all these things, but just not really sure where to put him. This guy for the Coaches Award was asked to move events into the 400 and wound up doing a great job, and also advancing his high jump, Julian Roberts. And the last award here is our Most Valuable Award. Every year I just give this to whoever scores the most points for us in the final of the state. And needless to say, we've already been mentioned, Dave Ron Reed, 1st place, high jump, 3rd place, long jump, and 7th place, 4x1, Most Valuable Award, Dave Ron.
Oh, where to start? First of all, I want to thank you people before we start these awards. Dr. Howard, our schedule over the past month has just been completely erratic. We've had to get out of school at some crazy times for many different reasons, whether it be to get ready for the game or for weather or whatever. And I really appreciate them working with us through that. Several other people. Andy Gowan, Grover Roden, Marcy Turner, Lynn Hughes, Chris Beasley, Adam Bell, Brian Hewlett, Coach Baxter, Coach Harris, for just a number of many different reasons. Thank you guys so much for helping us through this season. You guys have helped in all different kinds of ways. I've been for too long trying to explain all. Thank you so much, all you guys. As you guys have heard, we just won the state championship. This team is very important. The team aspect is very important for us to get where we are, and it just takes a lot of effort every day for us to get better in practice. And we got to have people pushing other people all the time. And we're very fortunate to have several guys who do that. The first award I want to get out is Most Improved Award, and there's a couple guys it's going to go to because it's hard to determine. One of them couldn't find us a
find his way on the field last year, and this year he was starting catcher in the state championship game against Derek King. Our other most improved player is one who began our conditioning with complete total disgust because it felt like that he thought it was something that it was going to be difficult for him to do, and at times it was. Now he competes with everybody and challenges everyone out there with everything we do. And he's also a player that he can do anything for us. He can play several different positions. His defensive improvement is just, it's unbelievable. I have confidence with him just about anywhere in the infield. He's just, it makes me feel really good with the effort he's given and how much he's improved this whole entire year. That's Dylan Turner. I recognize this player for a couple of reasons. This is our chief award, a leadership award for our team. He was also voted by the coaches of Region 2A as an honorable mention for an outfielder for not only his defensive prowess but also his ability at the plate. He's been our center fielder all season long, Josh Crosby. So here's my attempt at comedy right here. So one day, right before practice, this player is walking by me, and I stop him and I say, "Hey, what happens when you put a C in front of your name?" He says, "Cam." Our coach's award goes to Champ Hannah Hewlett. This player was recognized by Region 2A as Co-Player of the Year. He is also recognized by his coaching staff as the Player of the Year for our team. He led our team in 5 offensive categories. Just a fantastic baseball player who's going to be able to continue his baseball career in college. He's going to be sorely missed. Just fantastic. Also, he hit over 452 during the postseason. So as the players got better, so did he. Jacob Baxter. This player could easily win this award last year, but this year he finally got the recognition he deserved from fellow coaches in the region. He is an outstanding defensive player. He also had an RBI in the state championship game and played another outstanding defensive game. Defensive Player of the Year for Region 2A is Richard Dasher. When we were at the region meeting, I was starting to feel bad for other coaches because we were kind of getting all the spots, and we deserve it because these guys worked hard and they put up the numbers to earn these awards. We have 2 first-team infielders. Either one of them could have been first-team pitchers as well. That's L.J. Talley and Jesse King. Jesse King also winning pitcher in the state championship game. L.J. Talley again with an RBI. This player right here, there's some fantastic photos of him on the internet. Jacksonville.com. Everyone go home, log on to Jacksonville.com, and you'll see some pictures of the state championship game. You scroll through them, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Very emotional moment too when we found ourselves on the news. It touched my heart. It was fantastic. But, first team outfielder who played both corners for us throughout the playoffs and the regular season. Also had a great year to play as well, Scott Burke. And finally, we were able to get everything out of this player that we've been wanting for 4 years. He is a first-team all-region pitcher. He is undefeated in the playoffs. He's also extremely important to us at the plate. He's also going to continue his career in college. And we are going to definitely miss first-team first-team all-region for pitcher, Ryan Young. Once again, really proud of you guys. State championship, first time ever, fantastic job. And you don't win those things without great players. And there's a whole bunch of you out there who helped us throughout the season. I want to thank you again. And for everybody who was there, thanks so much for supporting us.
At each athletic awards bank at Charlton County High School recognizes senior athletes for their contributions to CCHS athletics. I'd like to congratulate the following seniors for their athletic accomplishments and thank them for representing this school and their classmates with dignity and class throughout their careers. When I call your name, please come forward and accept this award from your coach, who has had the pleasure of putting up with you for 4 years, or maybe you with them. For tennis, Coach Harkins. First, Senior Athletic Coordinator Chelsea Beaver. Zach Cruz. Brittany Gallo. Harley Hash. Anna Cody. Travis Moss. Olin Webster. Coach Murray will be presenting golf awards to Bethany Joyner. John Whitaker. Working team, girls track, Big O Jacoby. Tricia Perry. Finally, Coach Marchman will present baseball awards to Scott Beasley. Ron Murray. Jacob Kaufman.
Up next are our special recognition awards. The first one I would like to talk about is the award for Scholar Athlete. Each school in our region nominates 2 students, a boy and a girl, who to not only compete in athletics, but also compete in the classroom. Both of these students are seniors. They will be sitting on the front row of graduation as a member of top 10% in honor corps. It's my great honor to present the Scholar Athlete Award to Jacob Batch from Group to Group. The next award is titled the Athletic Director Award. Each year we would like to recognize students who have participated in at least 3 sports. As you know, a high school student is a job on its own. However, these students have also found a way and time to participate in at least 3 sports. Extracurriculars such as sports are an important part of our school, and this time we would like to recognize their hard work. When I call your name, please come forward. Scott Birchall, Andrew Chesson, Davis Lasher, Jermaine Davis, Isaac Gillis, Marissa Gowan, Harley Hooker, Matthew Johns, Curtis Nixon, Dalton Mizell, Darby McWhorter, Dave Ron High Jump Reed, Julia Roberts, Antonio Tarpley, and TJ Wilson. The next award are Coaches Awards. These are given to coaches who are able to make the state playoffs. We pride ourselves on being competitive, and these coaches and their teams have fit the bill. Both our boys and girls golf teams qualified for the state tournament, and both teams finished 7th. Coach Murray and Coach Harrison. The track team also made state, where they finished tied for 4th. Coach Workington. And if you haven't heard tonight, our baseball team also made state playoffs, which they decided to win. Coach Markson and Coach Harrison.
Real quick here, we're going to recognize this is part of the athletics. It's not only with athletics, it can be other kids throughout the school system, but it's our FCA group, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and we meet every Thursday morning during our break period between first and second block. And we basically just have a couple of people that are leaders. They help bring in different people to speak. Sometimes they'll stand up and speak. And as you know, our public speaking isn't a fun part for many people, but for teenagers, even to get up in front of their own student body and to a couple of them even go down to the junior high and speak to kids, talk about God, about Christ, give them some type of inspiration, encourage them to kind of be role models is a big thing. So we have 3 different FCA leaders. The first one is Carly Hooker. Forgot to remind her about this, so maybe why. But the next one is Michael Alberts. And finally, Brent Wiles.
Our last award presented tonight will be the Charlton County Hero Leadership Award. This is one of our more prestigious awards given away each year. This particular award is voted on by all the coaches for the boy and girl who have exhibited excellent leadership skills and have become a role model for their teammates. Winners this year are Brittany Cribb and Brett Wild. At this time, I would like for us to recognize all tennis players, golf players, archery team members, girls and boys track, baseball, and round of applause. I would like to remind all our athletes who are receiving an award tonight, find Mr. Larry Carter on the floor for pictures. Thank you for attending. Remember the Friday night's graduation. Hope to see you there. Also, tomorrow night, our spring football scrimmage at 7 o'clock. About sport ending.
Down.